What are the job or the benefits offered to you?
My company provides that, all of them.
So they paid everything.
Sure, right.
Did you spend any single amount? Zero.
I paid for nothing. 何も払ってません。
Wow. Do you think English is an important requirement if you will be working in the Philippines? Okay, it's very hot.
Yes.
Careful. Magandang tanghali. So it's good noon or good afternoon in the Philippines. Magandang tanghali. So we are here in Life as a Bilingual and we will be cooking one of the most popular Filipino dishes in the country, in the Philippines. And it's Sinigang, or in English, we call it pork sour soup. Okay? And today is very special because one of our Japanese national who just came to the Philippines will be cooking it together with us. So are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I am very excited.
Okay, so is this your first time to cook this?
Sure.
Okay, have you tried any other Filipino dish?
No.
Not yet? Adobo.
I'm familiar with the name, but I don't know how to cook.
Yes, so adobo is one of the most popular dish, but also sinigang, most Filipino household always cook this for their family.
That's great.
Yes, so this is always shared within the family members.
All right.
Okay, so let's start. And I'll be asking our assistant to help us. So what should be the first one?
Should be the pork. Pork ribs.
Inside the bread?
Yes.
I did.
Okay, so we bought pork. How much is it this morning?
I guess 日本円で300円ぐらいだったかな。
Is it 170 pesos? Is it one half or?
Yes, one half.
One
All
half?
right.
Okay.
400円ぐらいですね。
Okay. Okay, so we have to wait for 15 minutes. So while waiting for this
Okay.
to cook, I wanted to know,
I can't wait though. I have to wait.
are you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, so let's wait for 15 minutes. But before that, I wanted to know, how did you know about J-K Network Services?
Oh well, to say that through a YouTuber so-called Akira Senpai is one of the best YouTuber throughout the world, and Akira Senpai shows how to get dream job in Manila. Through the YouTube channel, you can get easily familiar with how to get job in Philippines. So I take only approximately 2 months for getting a job.
How? 2 months?
Right.
Okay, so is it really your intention to work in the Philippines? Because there are a lot of Asian countries. There are a lot of countries in the world. So
All right.
why did you choose Philippines?
Oh well, I try to find a new good job throughout the world. For instance, I try to have a work in Melbourne. That work is for physical matter. Then I quit it, and I try to find a job in California. That very good enough money I get, but the living cost is very expensive.
I see.
Yes, and finally I really get to know through Akira Senpai's YouTube channel. I already knew about Jab-san through YouTube channel. So very happy to coming here. I used to be a dispatch staff. 派遣社員だったんですね。僕はここに来る前に。Because of my age, you know, I am 58 years old already, which means Japanese have some problem with age. So I was let me go from my company last year, and I tried to have a good job in Japan, but I can't do that. Then finally, I get a dream job through Jab-san. And there is a special one, Aina.
I see. So, before coming to the Philippines, what's your idea of the Philippines?
Oh well,
Is it dangerous?
most of Japanese think Philippines is very dangerous, but it's rumor. I really come to realize there are many friendly persons there, and I think when it comes to Philippines, that is the best country throughout the world for hospitality.
Hospitality. Welcoming the guests and the foreigners.
Yes. Yeah, when you come to the Philippines, you can enjoy. You can go anywhere and having a conversation with the person who had never met before. At the time, I'm alone, and I'm enjoying a conversation with someone around my place.
Okay. So just to give you a trivia, he has not been in the Philippines. And this is actually his first time to come in the Philippines. So how many days have you been here?
I spent the time here just only a week.
1 week?
Yes.
Okay. So you flew from Japan just 5 days ago or
Right.
7 days
Yes.
ago. Okay. So I think it's boiling. Okay. So please, the taro. Okay. And how many minutes? 5 minutes. Okay. So how did you apply in J-K Network? Did you send your resume?
Yes, I sent a resume, and three of them I got. 日本語の履歴書、日本語の職務経歴書、あと英語のレジュメ。I sent it to J-K Network Services, and we get the job.
Okay.
I get
Did you get a reply right away from our recruiters from JK right
All
away?
right.
Is it quick?
Yes, I recommend J-K Network Services. The most important thing for the reason why the reply is very quick. Within an hour, was 30 minutes? Yeah, it's a very reliable. I thought when it comes to the Philippines on business, maybe I suppose I get the receive responses within a week.
How?
I had astonished the differential of my imagination.
So the interview happened online while you are in Japan.
Right. Yeah. I started finding a job on February,
Okay.
and I get the interview in online through Zoom or
Teams meeting
Teams meeting.
or Google Hangout.
Yes.
Google Meets. Okay. And the interviewer, does she speak Japanese or English?
Interviewer speak Japanese. No,
Japanese and English.
Japanese and English.
I see. And did your recruiter, Miss Aina, did she explain to you the job before you say yes to your application?
She informed me in detail. Even me can understand deeply, and that was very supportive for getting the job.
So did you feel scared that you're talking to someone who is in the Philippines? Did you get nervous or you didn't have any worry?
When I decided to work in Manila, I have no doubt, and I never scared about anything because I decided to come here.
I'm glad to hear that. So I know that you recently got a job through J-K Network. So can you tell me what was the job offered to you?
Oh, that is a very dream job I get.
Okay. So what kind of job is it? Is it customer service, technical support, sales?
It's a customer service, but my job is a very dream job because I am in charge of SEO.
Wow, SEO.
Yeah.
It's a new technology.
Sure, right. Even I am 58 years old. 58歳で僕 SEO の仕事をもらいました。日本では考えられないと思います。
I see. I think you will be working with one of the biggest companies in the Philippines.
Sure. Right.
So he got a job in one of the biggest BPO companies in the Philippines, and he will start working after the working visa will be processed. So just to ask, what are the job or the benefits offered to you? did they shoulder your flight coming to the Philippines?
Yes, my company provide my flight to coming to Philippines. Also,
The round trip, right?
Yes, that's right. And 1 month free hotel accommodation.
Wow, so this one.
Right.
I see. This is a very good condominium and hotel accommodation. So, is everything provided? Like the sofa, the TV, the aircon? Does it? When you arrive here,
Yes.
it's already here.
Yes. All I had to bring is my clothes.
Wow. How about the travel insurance?
Sure. My company provide that. All of them.
Really? The travel insurance. How about for the negative RT-PCR test?
Also provided.
So they paid everything.
Sure. Right.
Did you spend any single amount? Zero.
I paid for nothing. 何も払ってません。
So even from airport, from NAIA coming to your accommodation, the company pick you up?
Yes, of course.
Wow! How about for the visa? Because this is one of the worries if you are a foreigner to work in the Philippines would be the working visa. Will the company provide working
Sure.
visa?
Yes, my visa is now process of getting.
Yes. And once it's released, Mr. Tatsuya will surely work from that company. Okay.
Yes.
It's the only. It looks delicious.
Right.
Okay, so you've been in the Philippines for 7 days. What was your observation?
In other words, babies.
Observation, like when you go out, is it convenient here?
Yeah. This is a very high quality city. Eastwood is.
Eastwood. So you're
Yeah.
currently in Eastwood right now. Can you describe Eastwood? Is it a city? Are there a lot of supermarket, malls, and restaurants outside?
Yes. そうですね。これ日本で例えると、東京の広尾みたいなところでしょうか。外国人がいっぱいいて、ちょっとファンシーなコンドミニアムとか、いろいろ外国人向けの大きいマンションとかある、そういったところと同じところですね。
So the mansion or the accommodation is good.
Sure.
Okay. So are there a lot of Japanese restaurants outside?
Yes. I tried Japanese restaurant.
I see. Do you miss Japanese food now?
No anymore. I have experience to live in a very cold country.
Okay.
At that time, I'm not familiar with. I cannot get that food, but I love local Filipino food.
Wow.
Yes.
Does the Filipino food offer strong taste?
No.
It's just okay.
It's very tasty for me.
I'm happy to hear that.
We can already put all of this. Wow.
Are the vegetables fresh? Okay, so let us simmer. Let's wait for 5 minutes. So when you need to buy some things like basic needs like tissue, food, is there a near supermarket here?
Yeah, it's a very amazing place for me because I can go to my office within 2 minutes.
Wow, 2 minutes.
Right.
So it's just next to this building.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I can go to my sports gym in 1 minute.
Wow. So there's a gym near here.
Right.
Okay. And how about for convenience store, supermarkets? Is it very near here?
Yes, very near here. My neighbors is 7-Eleven.
And of course, we have a big supermarket,
Right.
probably, which is 1 minute walk from here.
Sure.
Okay. How about the transportation? Are there taxi, cabs, jeepneys around?
I've never tried jeepney, not yet, but
Soon we will try jeepneys.
I will try. Take a jeepney. I've tried, And if you live in Eastwood, no need to use of jeepney or some transportation.
I see. So this is considered a very convenient city.
Right.
Okay, I'm very happy to hear that. So let's talk about the price. The prices of the products in the Philippines, the prices of the products, the items, the food. I wanted to know, is it cheap in the Philippines?
Of course, absolutely. We get all of the stuff within
1,000 pesos.
1,000
Less than
peso.
1,000.
1,000.
Yes. So I think I gave you 1,000 this morning to buy the ingredients for sinigang. And how much is the change? So from 1,000,
From 1,000, I remained
180.
180.
Yes.
Still remaining 180 peso.
Yes. So we bought ingredients for sinigang, rice, 1 kilo of rice. What else?
Chicken,
Fried chicken, 5
5
pieces. And last but not the least, one of the most expensive fruits in Japan,
mango.
mango. So how much was the mango? Do you remember?
I remember 100円以下だったと思います。
50? 55 peso for 3
Yes,
pieces.
3
And big
pieces.
mango.
マンゴー3つ買ったんですけど、大きいマンゴー、美味しそうなマンゴーを買ったんですけど、日本円に直すと137円。スーパーチープ。
Super cheap. So, do you think that working and living in the Philippines is a good chance for Japanese?
Yes, absolutely. As I mentioned before, I was a dispatch agent. I was a 派遣社員。
Contractor?
Contractual.
Contractual.
Right. 派遣社員でいつも3ヶ月ごとに、コントラクト契約を結ぶ社員でした。でも今ではパーマネント正社員でインシュアランスとかあと SSS っていうペンション
Yes, pension.
Yes. までいただけました。
The company in the Philippines will provide you pension, right? And at the same time, they will also pay for your health card.
Let's go,
And of
yes.
course, your insurance
Sure.
in the Philippines. And they will be giving you vacation leaves, right?
Right.
So are you planning to go back to Japan on your vacation? Or probably
Never go back to Japan.
you're very interested to
Yes,
settle?
yes. I'll be an explorer inside of Philippines.
I'm very glad to hear that. I hope you'll have a lot of great friends in the Philippines. And J-K Network will be your number one friend. So if you have any question, since it's your first time in the Philippines, please always ask us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, so wow.
Smells so good, right?
Yes. So yes, and this one, your favorite pepper,
Alright.
green pepper. You have to mix it.
Sure.
And the sinigang.
Alright. Oh, smell like sour. Right.
Let's cover it. Let's wait for 5 minutes.
Sure. I can't wait though.
Okay. So, is there anything that you wanted to do before start working with your company? Do you want to travel, or are you just waiting for your start date to work?
When it comes to my job, I will start as related about SEO, and I try to getting familiar with SEO as much as possible.
So you don't have any related experience in SEO?
Yes, absolutely. It's my very first time. Yeah, 日本だと多分難しいと思います。宝くじに当たるぐらい難しいと思います。We get the lotto.
So how about the salary? Is it good?
Good enough.
Good enough. So I'm happy to hear that. And will the company provide training because you're not familiar with SEO?
Yes, absolutely. As far as I know, BPO company provide us training before we start in real job. In my case, I have 5 weeks training.
Wow, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So they want you to perfect the skills.
Yes, and even in the training, I can get the salary.
So it's a paid training.
Right.
Is it day shift or morning shift?
It's depending on the person. We can choose morning. If I'm a very morning person, so
Okay.
I'd like to take my training from morning. But in the case someone who wants to start from 3 p.m., that is acceptable according to our desire.
So you can request for your schedule, whether it's morning or afternoon.
Right.
I understand. I think many Japanese nationals who would like to go to the Philippines to work has this question. Do you think English is an important requirement if you will be working in the Philippines?
In the case you live in Philippines, it is necessary for daily conversation. そうですね。どうしてもお店に行ったり、映画を見たり、車に乗ったりは、本当日常英会話ができれば、このマニラで住んでいけますし、あとは仕事ですね。仕事も、先輩だったり、同僚だったりと一緒に話すときは、英語で話します。That's only need a daily conversation level.
I see. So for you to survive in the Philippines and to talk to Filipinos, you need English for daily conversation.
Yes.
But not the advanced.
No advance.
I see.
But in addition, it's necessary to read English because we take a training in English only, and we have to read English.
Yes.
But it's depending on the company, you said, right?
Yes. And most of your coworkers, are they Filipino or Japanese?
We have 5 members of my team. 2 of my team member is Filipino, and 3 of us from Japan.
So you will have Japanese national friends as well.
Yes, already.
So you will not miss Japan.
All right.
So finally, we are at the last part. So we will be putting the spinach.
Spinach.
Yes.
Oh, it smells so good.
I think so. I'm excited. Okay, so let's try the first taste to check if we need to adjust on the taste.
Okay. Smell like very delicious.
I think so. Medyo madami yung kinuha niya. Okay, it's very hot.
Yes.
Careful.
Even Japanese can eat it. Very delicious. It's perfect.
Yes. Very delicious.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
Good job.
Good job. Thank you. Very tasty.
You're very good. Congratulations on your very first sinigang. So I hope you can try to cook it by yourself soon.
All right.
Wow. Okay, so let's try to eat our lunch because I'm super hungry. So it's best served with rice. So we will be eating our lunch for today. Okay, so do you remember this morning we went to Quiapo, one of the famous area in Metro Manila?
Right.
And what did you buy?
Satanghon.
And palabo.
Parabo.
And how much is this?
40.
40, and this one?
Same as that.
Around 40
40,
pesos.
yes.
Okay, so let's try the
Alright.
taste. This is your bowl.
Okay.
And can you please let us know what is the taste?
Okay. Very curious. はい、では食べてみます。 apparently different from ramen, but a little bit hot. Oh, good taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
From 1 to 10, 10 being the highest.
All right. 9.9.
Wow. And it's affordable.
Good taste.
Thank you. Oishi. So let's try palabok. Palabok is one of the dishes always cooked or prepared on Philippine celebrations like
right.
birthday, Christmas Day. So when we have celebrations, you can always find it. So it's palabok. It consists of eggs, beef, pork, or sometimes they put fish.
All right.
Okay, so let's try. It's not spaghetti.
It's not spaghetti. どんな味でしょうか? It's the very first time I get this kind of taste.
Is it salty, sour?
It's very hard to explain in English, also Japanese stuff.
But it doesn't have any similar taste.
No similar, but it's very delicious. All I can say is delicious, but hard to explain the taste like.
Okay. Do you think you will eat that in the morning, afternoon, or dinner?
Depending on my appetite.
So, which one do you like more, the palabok or this one?
The score is 9.9.
9.9.
It's 100%.
Wow, perfect 10!
でもこの味は僕は食べたことがない味ですけど、すごく美味しいです。
I hope as the days pass by, you need to try a lot of Filipino.
Right. May I eat more?
Yes, of course. You can eat all. Thank you so much, Mr. Tatsuya.
J-K Network, J-K Network, J-K Network, J-K Network, J-K